What's up, everybody? Brandy here. I decided to jump into doing one or two weekly thoughts videos instead of just writing stuff on Twitter because things get lost in translation. So I figured I'd start doing this, making a little bit more video content to express my thoughts about the Yankees moving into the off season and throughout the winter months. So I've been watching the World Series like a lot of people, and there's one very specific thing that stands out to me that I think the Yankees can take and apply to their own team, their own franchise as they move into the 2026 season. And that's the attitude and competitive approach of the Toronto Blue Jays. I think one issue with the 2025 Yankees and quite frankly the Aaron Boone Yankees is that there's too much of a macro view that they have a lot of talent and it's a marathon and it's a 162 game season and that talent will play out and they'll be there in the playoffs at the end. Now they're right, of course, because they've been there in most years under Aaron Boone. But I think that these summer swoons, I think that these certain playoff series where they're quite frankly outplayed and this isn't really a word, but outcompeted, like we saw in the 2025 ALDS against Toronto, I think is a microcosm of an attitude that requires a shift. And I don't think it's a major shift, but I do think that going after every game that's in front of you and looking at the challenge right in front of you that day with urgency would do the Yankees a lot of good. They obviously tied the division with Toronto. There were so many games over the season where they could have won the division. And I think part of it, especially during that terrible swoon that's become an annual tradition, is that there's just quite simply a lack of urgency there, that everything will be okay. These things happen in baseball. It's the ebbs and flows of the season. And you don't really see these large stretches of poor play with other teams that have the talent level of a Yankees, of a Dodgers, of a Blue Jays, Astros teams of the past. And I think that the most remarkable thing about the Blue Jays, but besides the run that they're on and their offense and how they performed in the postseason, is just their attitude and approach to the day in front of them. They're attacking it. They're going after it. Yes, the playoffs are a crapshoot, but there is a way to have the odds tilt in your favor, and that's by attacking every pitch, every inning, every game. And I feel like that's exactly what the Blue Jays have been doing since the playoffs started for them. They did it in the first inning of the ALDS, and they've been doing it throughout the World Series. Whether they win the World Series or not, I think that that approach and that attitude has done them well. I think that they are a talented team. I don't think they were as talented as the Yankees. They were a very good team. Obviously, they're in the World Series. But I think the difference between them and the Yankees this year really is their approach and attitude. And I think that that's something easily that the Yankees can take from them, learn from them, and apply to their own team where they can hopefully have more success. Yes, adding talent. Yes, improving the roster. Yes, doing the things necessary from the personnel side. But I also think that an attitude shift is necessary too. Go attack these games. Go try to beat teams day in and day out. And I think that the Yankees would be better off for it. So that's my thought. I'll do a little bit more of these. If you want to join the podcast and subscribe to the podcast, you can look at the link below. It's with myself and Yankees beat reporter from The Athletic, Chris Kirshner. We'd love to have you. These are just quick thoughts. So I hope you enjoy them. I'll do more of them in the future. And you guys have a great Halloween, great weekend. Talk to y'all soon.